It's finally here. It's finally here. And to say it isn't hitting me in the feels would be a massive, massive understatement. Because, well, like, this is what I've been working towards. This moment. So, I want it very much to be right. And I don't know. It hits really hard. So obviously, a lot of these matches, almost all of these matches, were confirmed in the days leading up. So let's hope that everything makes sense. I'm hoping. If it doesn't, then I have not done my job. But yeah, it's finally here. WrestleMania Night 1. In 2 days' time, it will be Night 2. Conveniently, Night 2 is on the same day as the pre-order release of 2K25. So it will be like my little goodbye to 2K24. A little bit of a we're going to remember you very much kind of thing. I have water this time around. I'm very happy about it. But yeah. So we have the card. I'm not gonna tell you the order. We know the matches, we just don't know the order. But I think I've made all of this kind of make sense. Impersonally, at least. But yeah. So yeah, I'm excited about it. I'm very, very excited about it. But yeah. So without further ado, we finally get to live out WrestleMania. Let's get this done. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to ECW WrestleMania. I am your host, as always, Scott Silver, coming to you live from the sold-out Accor Stadium in Sydney, Australia.
The following is an Extreme Rules match. Making his way to the ring from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 190 pounds, Ricochet.
Jam-packed 65 1,000 in attendance. And we open up night one on this grudge match. The final nail in the coffin, the implosion of the faction known as the Nest, as Ricochet takes on Raven. What a time to be here. Jam-packed stadium here in Sydney, Australia. As now we wait for ECW Original. The man himself, known as Raven.
Weighing in at 241 pounds,
Raven, as we saw a number of shows ago, turning on his last disciple, Ricochet, after their match in the backstage area. And now it all finally gets put to bed. Ricochet has one more chance to free himself from the clutches of the Nest. But he's got to take out the Master. Raven, familiar with this kind of stage. But now I can finally say the first match of WrestleMania is underway. And now Raven immediately taking it to Ricochet, able to get out of harm's way, but a springboard forearm sends Ricochet down to the mat. These two have been quite familiar with each other for almost the entirety of the year. Since the first pay-per-view all the way at Backlash, these two have been aligned with one another. And immediately kendo stick in hand, Raven wanted to take the fight straight into weapons territory, and if Ricochet will follow suit, grabbing a table straight to the face of Raven. The fans definitely chanting that they want their tables. Big boot to the side of the skull of Raven. And now throwing him across the outside area, not holding anything back. Twisting that right arm out of its socket. Raven gets back to his feet though, proceeds to throw Ricochet into that barricade. Now throwing him across the outside area. The other blood feud, Jeff and Matt Hardy, will be opening night 2. Of course, all four of those men had a tag team match the other week, with Raven and Matt Hardy coming out on top, and Ricochet trying to put caution into the wind. It comes up short. And now Raven trying to use that chair, but Ricochet able to catch him, bouncing his face off the apron. And now standing moonsault. Again, Ricochet using his speed and agility to his absolute advantage right now. Now, again, just using that style of fighting that Raven's just not familiar with. And now the sledgehammer almost to the midsection. And now gets it this time. Ricochet showing him that he can be freed, but Raven just keeps being sent down. Thrown back into the ring. Ricochet will quickly follow suit. Raven kicking up a part of himself, and another strike sends him down to the mat. Now goes for the cover, first cover of the match, but a kick out at 1. Shot straight to the skull, hoists him up. What's he planning to do with it? And face first, well executed by Ricochet. And now trying to get some of that chip damage. And now Again, just trying to twist the arms of Raven. Now, realizing that he can use all that steel to his advantage. Putting it between the two ropes for later. Another stomp as Raven trying to regroup and regather. But a big boot to the left cheek. And trying to go for a discus. But Raven able to catch him and planting him. And a well-executed double underhook suplex. And now thrown into the ropes. A drop down. Leapfrog. And the kick in the back of the skull. Lights out. And going multiple times with multiple leg drops from every conceivable angle. Now crossbody off that springboard. Goes for a cover. But a kick out. Only barely getting it into 2. And now Raven trying to go for that DDT he is famous for, but Ricochet able to get out of harm's way. Reversal from Raven though. Raven still in control despite getting the DDT to be counted. Into the ropes now near the midsection. And now, Jesus Christ, just standing on the throat of Ricochet, trying to go for the double knees, but look at Ricochet countering it, rolling him through. Now what's he going to do with it? Throws Raven into a different corner. Hoists him up. And now look at Ricochet trying to go for something there, but Raven able to catch him with that big boot. Now springboard disaster kick. Hoist, Raven, and a discus clothesline, well executed. Goes for the cover for the first win of WrestleMania. And Raven picks up the win to show that he is in control. What a way to start WrestleMania as we now head in to a fan favorite match type, returning to WrestleMania. And now, the women's Money in the Bank contract. Of course, we know the Money in the Bank contract made its debut at a WrestleMania. Paul Heyman deciding to bring the concept back, and we open with the one woman everyone wants to win a championship. Tiffany Stratton is at WrestleMania.
The following contest is the Money in the Bank ladder match. To win this match, the winner is a superstar who climbs up the ladder and retrieves a briefcase with a contract inside of it to be cashed in over the next year, anytime, any place. Making her way to the ring from Prior Lake, Minnesota, Tiffany Stratton.
Ring announcer said it himself. Women's Money in the Bank contract up for grabs. Who will be joining Tiffany Stratton in this match? Seems like we're getting some extreme company as Cora Jade comes in.
From Chicago, Illinois, Cora Jade.
Cora Jade, one of the fan unfavorites when it comes to ECW. A perfect fit for what the brand is, but never being able to get anywhere remotely close to the championship. This could turn everything around. Cora Jade, a little bit more confident than anyone that I've seen as of late to walk onto the grandest stage. What a sheer difference between Cora Jade and Tiffany Stratton. Who will follow these two? Who will also have the chance to fight for the briefcase? Oh wow, long-time friend of Cora Jade! The Prodigy!
From Laredo, Texas, Roxanne Perez.
Obviously, as of late, we've seen a lot of Roxanne Perez, very well executed in the land of ECW. The Prodigy looking to cement her legacy by winning the Money in the Bank briefcase here tonight. But will the friendship of Roxanne Perez and Cora Jade play a part in this match tonight? Only time will tell, and as you can see there, the Money in the Bank briefcase being held above the ring. Like they said, first superstar to win will climb the ladder and claim the briefcase, and then they will be deemed Miss Money in the Bank. And one woman that knows what it feels like to be champion, Bullet Club's own Gigi Dolan is back.
And from Atlanta, Georgia, Gigi Dolan.
Former champion after knocking off Maya Rogers. Gigi Dolan looking for another pathway to the title. Can she get it done? Will she be able to cement and bring the Women's Championship back to Bullet Club? We shall soon find out, but Gigi Dolan definitely in her element right now. Let's see if that cool, calm demeanor will stay when the bell is rung. And who will be the final woman to take part in this match? Oh, we know that anywhere. The woman that Gigi Dolan beats! Maya Rogers! We haven't seen her since the previously mentioned match against Gigi Dolan! Looks like Gigi Dolan's not the only one looking for a path straight to the title. Feeling good and extra calm and collected compared to the others. Will Maya be on track for her third women's title? We'll find out soon enough, but it's good to have the bad girl in this match. Well, there's our 5 participants. Tiffany Stratton, Cora Jade, Roxanne Perez, Gigi Dolan, and Maya Rogers. Match officially underway here. And of course, the uneven amount of women, meaning that at least one person's going to be in a position of getting double teamed. What are we going to see? We're going to see and a suicide dive immediately by Gigi Dolan going for Maya. Seems like that hasn't missed a step, as we see Tiffany Stratton just messing with Cora Jade. And now Roxanne Perez with the kendo stick to Maya, and an extension Gigi Dolan as well. We see Tiffany Stratton now with a ladder, was able to knock down Cora Jade. Stratton could finish this match very quickly if no one pays much attention. Stratton all the way up now, has her hands on the briefcase. She gotta think of something here. She almost has it. But Gigi Dolan there as the ladder gets thrown down. All women back into the ring. Stratton now needing it some time to relax. Gigi Dolan throwing Cora Jade out. And look at Maya now. Armbar on Roxanne's hand, leaning over the ropes. Now Maya's going to focus on Tiffany Stratton. You see Cora Jade taking it to Gigi Dolan again. And Roxanne Perez bringing in another ladder. Roxanne Perez could have a very good chance of this. She only needs one more rung. Could Roxanne walk away with the briefcase? And she unhooks it. She unhooks it! Roxanne Perez!
Your winner and Miss Money in the Bank, Roxanne Perez.
I couldn't have said any better. Congratulations, Roxanne. And now, third match in, we're definitely going all in on Bullet Club versus the ECW Originals as the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes calling out any ECW original that wants to be buried. There he is. And you see behind him, flagged by the Young Bucks, Cody Rhodes is here. But yes.
The following contest is an Extreme Rules match. Making his way to the ring from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 220 pounds, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes issuing an open challenge to any ECW original. And he's even possibly trying to put him and the Bucks' Bullet Club allegiance on the line in this match. You'd be stupid not to answer it. If you are somehow able to top off and defeat the American Nightmare, that's 3 members of Bullet Club gone. Let's see who answers the call. Oh, things are gonna get crazy.
From Saudi Arabia, weighing in at 235 pounds, Sam Yu.
The man known as Sabu, being joined by former long-term rival Taz, looking to knock off Rhodes and the Bucks' allegiance to Bullet Club, representing the ECW originals, the people that made this brand what it is today. Of course, Sabu, one of the best hardcore wrestlers in history. But now he has got to prove that he still has what it takes to possibly take out Cody frickin' Rhodes. The fans seem to be behind him, giving a little bit of a death stare there before he comes back in, before this match officially starts. And of course, the Australian fans in attendance chanting for Cody, considering that the current champion being their own Mr. Liam Rogers. The match officially underway. If Sabu's able to win, the black and white are stripped of the Bucks and Rhodes. And now, disaster kick from Cody. Of course, the Bucks cheering on their fellow Bullet Club member, but Sabu doesn't seem to be letting down anytime soon. It gets counted by Cody. Cody obviously still has much more fuel left in the tank, a lot more to give in this kind of match where Sabu, his scars are definitely gonna show. But I don't think that matters here. Suicide dive from Cody connects. Now picking him up. And a snake eye off the ring apron. But now, Sabu throwing him across the outside area and looking to get some weaponry. Trash can. Now in play, face first goes Cody. Throwing it off the lifeless body of Cody Rhodes. Kick back. Let's throw him back in the ring though. Now the trash can will make its way inside the ring. Cody hoisting Sabu up and looking for a snake eyes off the ropes. Goes for the cover on Sabu. Looking to make this a short match, but a kick out Taz trying to hype up the fans in attendance. Trying to get them behind their fellow ECW man. But Sabu definitely seeming to be holding his own at the moment. But just as I say that, Pele kick, but a reversal from Sabu as well. And now into the ropes. And suplex German goes for the cover, but a kick out at 1. Sabu trying to be there to support his rival of many years, clothesline. As we see Taz now taking off the cover of that ring. Again, trying to use that trash can to his advantage and gets tripped up by Sabu. And now, knee face first into the skull. And now, the stiff rights. The Bucks looking on. Now, what is Sabu looking to do? Walking around the outside area. Now, seems like Cody will follow suit, but gets thrown into the other steel steps by Sabu. Now, trying to figure out what his next game plan is as Cody just hanging out around with the Bucks. And as we see Nick Jackson taking off the cover of the other opposite pole. And look at this! Immediately, Crossroads! Crossroads immediately by Cody! But I get a kick at it too! Sabu still somehow in it. The fans very much chanting and Cody going old school. And again, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And now, being pulled over face first in that exposed turnbuckle. And now, the red stuff is unleashed. But now gets thrown neck first into that exposed turnbuckle, but able to reverse and get that upper momentum. And now the trash can thrown into the body of Sabu, and now mounting him, but reversal from Sabu, throwing some strikes of his own. Cody now back to his feet though, but Sabu right now having the upper hand, gets thrown into that corner. Now what is Sabu gonna do? Sunset flip, cover to win, but a kick out at 1. What does Sabu gotta do to put the American Nightmare away? Roll up pin on Cody. Cover, but only a kick out at 1. Clothesline sends Sabu to the canvas. And now, possibly to look to put caution into the wind again. Suicide dive attempt from Cody connects. Cody making sure he's trying to kill the idea of the ECW originals, but the combo from Sabu sends him down. And now thrown into the corner. Big right. Now what is Sabu looking at doing? Hyping up the crowd and trying to get Cody to submit center of the ring, but decides to let go. Wanting to finish this properly, goes to the top rope. Sabu is where he is most comfortable. And now, crossbody, cover to win the match, to strip the Bullet Club with 3 members, but a kick at it too. Trash can, but thinking something else. And now, Sabu tried to go for a suicide dive and came up short. And now, look at Cody. Trying to possibly go for something there, but Sabu able to reverse. And now, trying to go for a DDT. But again, Cody catching it. Man's going reversal for reversal right now. As Cody bouncing Sabu's skull off the apron. Now trying to mimic his own father. As he bends and probably trying to snap the neck of Sabu right now. And now the stiff lefts from the American Nightmare. And now just again going around talking to the Bucks. Now what could Cody be fishing up now? A sledgehammer to the midsection. Trying to go for it again, but Sabu, both men trying to go for a flying forearm, neither of them being caught. And now Russian leg sweep as we see the damage on Sabu starting to show on the outside. Puddles of blood now being smeared across the outside area. And now Cody, pedigree! Pedigree to Sabu in puddles of his own blood. Throwing him back inside the ring. Knee straight to the tailbone. And it seems like Cody's gonna have to finish this one way or another. Crossroads! That has gotta be it. And it is. Cody Rhodes and the Young Bucks stay members of Bullet Club.
The American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
Congratulations, Cody Rhodes, as now we head to one of our first big matches. Finally, we get to see the end of this grudge match. This match has been sanctioned for a very specific outcome. The winner banishes the loser from ECW.
The following contest is an Extreme Rules match. Making her way to the ring from Wellington, New Zealand, Blair Davenport.
We know how big the hatred is between Blair Davenport and Jade Cargill. Paul Heyman allowing this match to take place as a possible fix to this problem. These two have never once tried to settle it, never once tried to move past it. These two will always hate one another. So the loser of this match, banished from ECW for good. And the fans here in Sydney, Australia Not a fan of Blair Davenport. But now we just wait for one more. The clouds have rolled in. And a storm is here. Jade Cargill steps forward.
And from Vero Beach, Florida, Jade Cargill.
Jade Cargill, the most confident we've seen her, former ECW Women's Champion. As she finally steps out on a WrestleMania stage, singles competition. And finally gets to put to bed one of the biggest women's rivalries in ECW history. These two have been back and forth when it comes to wins, when it comes to trust, when it comes to outcomes. Everything has been up in the air. But now, this is the definitive end between these two. Blair Davenport, Jade Cargill. Loser leaves ECW. And it's begun. And immediately the swift kick from Blair Davenport. Trying to waste no time in inflicting as much pain as possible. Trying to go for that running knee strike. Jade able to get her harm's way. And amazing athleticism and strength from Cargill. Thrown into the ropes. Catches her and plants her just as quickly. Trying to go for a pin early on. But a kick out at one. Jade has all of the makings of another championship reign to her name. And now looking for a weapon straight off the bat. Kendo stick has been found. And straight to the face of Davenport. And again to the backs of the legs. But that kick again just catching Jade off guard. But Jade answers with a clothesline. Picking her up once again for another clothesline. And let's see if we can make it a hat trick. Third clothesline. Davenport, though, almost waiting for Jade to try to figure out what to do next. Both women going very much counter for counter now. Straight into the steel steps goes Davenport. And now, straight on. Davenport now going to go fishing for another weapon. Steel can, as we saw being used in that previous match, and Jade face first into the steel. And now Jade gets some breathing room of her own. Then thrown back into the ring. The only place where pinfalls and submissions can take place. And now a table has been set up. And what's going to happen here is Jade gets thrown back into the ring. And now look at Jade. The power on full display. Goes to the other side. But realizing she has something else in mind. And now trying to possibly set up for Jaded. But doesn't seem to be getting anywhere anytime soon. And now Davenport gets to answer with that punt kick. Jade might have no idea where the hell she's at right now. It's now Davenport looking for another weapon. Grabbing a steel ladder. Putting it inside the ring, and now... Oh God, look at Jade now. Setting up power bomb to the outside. Now... Davenport now with the upper hand. Throws Jade back inside the ring. And now, looking to use her own move against her. Blair Davenport hitting a Jaded on Jade Cargill. Going for the cover, but a kick at it too. The ultimate disrespect would be winning a match with your opponent's finishing move. And look at the kick up from Jade. Nowhere near out of the fight yet. Now thrown to the outside. Hoisting her back to her feet. Face bouncing off the apron. And now the ladder catching her attention. Leaning that in the corner for later. Showing the fans that she's unfazed. Thrown into the corner by Cargill. Cargill answering with a monstrous clothesline. And now, the kendo stick breaking over the skull of Blair Davenport. And now Davenport getting an upper hand. Throwing Jade into the ropes, drop down, and picked up just for gravity to succumb. Goes for the cover, but a kick out at one. And now, working the arm. Now trying to get Jade to submit, but there was no luck in that. Face first. What is Jade thinking of doing? Answering with another magnificently devastating clothesline. And now throwing the steel can on the lifeless body of Davenport. And look at that, the deadlift from Jade Cargill. And gets dropped. What is Jade looking to do now? And doing out Jade with a German suplex. And now continuing some strikes. And now time for another triple clothesline. All three connecting. And now, again, just Jade trying to deal as much damage to Davenport as possible, but the back body drop. Now, just trying to get Jade to get back into the ring. It seems that she wants a souvenir. Jade trying to go for a suicide dive, but coming unsuccessful, stopping Blair Davenport from grabbing a weapon. What is happening here? Jesus. Davenport trying to use some old tricks, but it seems like Jade's not falling for it this time around. Thrown around the outside area once again. Now looking for some weaponry of her own. Sledgehammer. Straight to the midsection. And again. Jade using all of her frustration. But it seems like Davenport's doing the same. The fans making their thoughts heard. The table collapsing now. German suplex by Cargill. And now deadlifting a power bomb position. Brutal by Cargill. Steel chair now. Trying to go in for a hit on Davenport, but gets flung straight to her skull instead. And straight onto the legs. And again. Try to go for a third time, but didn't quite catch it, but catches her with a big boot. Now Jade has her up. And a Jade on the outside. And now, I think Blair Davenport is wanting to get some momentum in this match. Throws Jade across the outside and answers with that diving double axe handle. And now, Davenport throwing Jade back into the ring. Kendo stick has been brought with her. But it seems Jade doesn't want to go anywhere without the chair, and with good reason. And now, there's once, there's twice, and there's the third. Throwing her back into the ring. Could this be it? Seems like Jade's trying to finish it. Gets her up. Does her 360. Jaded! So put this away to banish Blair Davenport from ECW. And it happens.
Here is your winner,
Jade Cargill banishes Blair Davenport from ECW. Blair Davenport is no more. All that stands is this woman on her own. And now our first championships on the line. We start off with the Tag Team Championships in a match that's going to be very interesting to see.
Tag Team Extreme Rules match. And is for the ECW Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers. First, from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 233 pounds, the champ, Sean Spears.
The chairman, Sean Spears, who shocked the world, winning the right to challenge the Dudleys at Mania. And of course, we know last show he revealed that his tag team partner, EC3, the top 1%. Let's see how they go on such a stage. Because we have this man.
Cleveland, Ohio, weighing in at 231 pounds, Ethan Carter.
Ethan Carter the third. EC3. These two deciding to team up to try to overthrow the Dudley Boys in their third ECW title reign. Can it be done? The only teams to defeat them: Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, the OC, and Matt and Jeff, the Hardys. It seems EC3 taking his time conveying the land, figuring out what he could do in this kind of match. But look at that presence. These two were able to completely destroy DIY at One Night Stand. Who's to say they won't do it to the Dudleys tonight? The top 1% and the perfect 10. Let's see if they can hold their own against the team who's been doing this for more than a decade.
And at a combined weight of 595 pounds, the ECW Tag Team Champions, Bubba Ray and Devon, the Dudley Boys.
The Dudley Boys attempting to complete the year as champions. No easy task, but all that's stopping them is one match, two opponents. There we go, that's what it's all about. The Tag Team Championships of ECW. The Dudley Boys seem ready as they hand off their titles, maybe for the last time. And there they are. Now, both teams ready. The match has officially started. And now, immediately, the team now been dubbed Perfect 20. Taking it straight to the Dudleys, but Devon getting some momentum against EC3. EC3 neck breaker. Of course now, Shawn Spears taking it directly at Bubba Ray. And now, ask and you shall receive. The table has come in. And EC3 picking Devon up and using Snake Eyes off the ropes. And Shawn Spears just putting Bubba Ray through a pound town. Now, Snake Eyes again to EC3. Now Devon getting some momentum on Shawn Spears, drop down. Gets hit with the referee on accident. But it seems that Devon's going to counter. Snake Eyes! Now Bubba Ray bouncing EC3's skull off the canvas. Now, all four members soon to be in the ring. But Bubba Ray wants to get a third table for extra measure. And now, look at EC3 hit to the midsection. And now the stiff strikes from Spears. Big boot from Ethan Carter III. And Shawn Spears being interrupted by taking out the Australian American announce desk. Now, look at that damage to the leg. But Shawn Spears almost effortlessly gets back up, throws Devon back into the ring. And now a kendo stick being brought in play by EC3. And straight to Devon it goes as Bubba Ray now taking Shawn Spears up just to send him back down. And now trying to hoist Bubba up, but Bubba has other plans. Jesus Christ. Only have 2 matches after this. Our co-main and main. And look at Bubba Ray! Straight to EC3 and a DDT from Devon. Hoisting EC3 up. Snake Eyes. Now, Bubba Ray. And he gets the spike straight to the neck of EC3. Shawn Spears dealing some serious damage to Devon right now. But Devon able to capitalize as the steel can again being thrown into this matchup. Now seeing both Dudleys are going to pay attention to EC3. Neck breaker. And now all men just absolutely in it for one another. DIY. The first champions got knocked off by this team. And the OC won and then got knocked off by this team. The Hardys won. And then this team won them straight back. And that's what a lot of people have been thinking about as of late, especially with Shawn Spears and EC3 being the pairing. And now, steel can. And a suicide dive as Shawn Spears distracted Bubba Ray. That was a brutal dive But EC3 seems unfazed. Devon now picking Sean Spears up. And he hits the apron and gets swung back into it. DDT from Bubba Ray. Thrown into the steel steps as well. Bubba Ray back into the ring. Steel can and all. And now hoisting EC3 up for another Snake Eyes. And he gets the single 3D by himself. But able to get kicked out at 2. Sean Spears was there to break up the pinfall if it was to get any closer. It's the fans chanting for tag team wrestling. EC3 and Sean Spears taking it to war against Bubba Ray right now. Jesus Christ. Goes for the cover while he's distracted, but gets only a 2 count. Now look at Devon with that inverted drop. Cover, center of the ring to retain the titles, but a kick out at 2. Now stopping from using the kendo stick. But Devon not letting up inside the ring. And he gets the what's up. Bubba Ray just taking EC3 to school right now on the outside. Now we see Devon absolutely destroying Sean Spears. Now, the possession of that chair. Devon very much might take this home after throwing it into the face of EC3. Can he take it? But a kick out at 2 from EC3. And a clothesline from Devon as well. Now, all 4 men just going to absolute war right now. But right now, Bubba Ray is the one being targeted the most. But now, EC3 attempting to stop Devon with the ladder, but comes up short. And now, look at Devon onto the ladder. Cover to retain the titles. But a kick out despite the inverted onto the ladder, busting Spears open. Still somehow not enough. Clothesline. The fans chanting for the Dudleys. And look at Bubba Ray! Throwing caution into the wind, almost breaking his goddamn neck just to try to incapacitate EC3! And look at Devon with that steel chair, mocking the man known as the chairman. Russian leg sweep sends Sean Spears down, and he gets thrown face first with the head of that sledgehammer. And now EC3 will join the mix as he gets it up, and he gets his stunner. He gets his cutter, and now, and he seems to single-handedly take out both Dudley boys. Will EC3 take this to the victory? But no, kick out at 2. And now, he may have almost taken out both Dudleys. But now they're more pissed off than hurt. And now Shawn Spears will get into the monk of it. But now look at this. The double underhook sitting splash. Goes for the cover to retain the titles. And a kick out at 2 from Shawn Spears. And now look at EC3 again with this cutter. Cover. While Devon's focused on Shawn Spears and he gets it. New tag team champions.
Here are your winners.
Shawn Spears and EC3. Perfect 20 are your new tag champs. What a shock. What an absolute shock.
The following contest is a 2 out of 3 falls match and is for the ECW Television Championship.
That's right. 2 out of 3 falls. Co-main event of Wrestlemania Night 1. And we're joined by the Outlaw, Jackson Rogers is here. And look at that! Wearing the same gear that he wore the night he was able to beat his own father for the TV championship. The Outlaw is in full effect tonight. Obviously has been on the shelf with an injury for quite some time. But he makes his way into this ring on the grandest stage to try to finally topple off arguably his biggest rival to date. The Outlaw looking to take back what he had never lost. The championship he was forced to vacate only moments after he won it. Let's see if his dream will become a reality. As we wait patiently for Bullet Club's own, a member of the United Kingdom, Mr. Ethan King. The man with the longest title reign amongst all the title holders. Ethan King has been clinging onto that title ever since he won it. But now, after the match he had at the Royal Rumble against Shinsuke Nakamura, where he came so close to winning it, but came so close. Now, it's a very real possibility that the title could be in jeopardy. But it doesn't seem to bother Ethan King one bit. And now we go down to the ring for the calls. Over to you.
Introducing the challenger from Sydney, Australia, weighing in at 228 pounds, the Outlaw Jackson Rogers. And his opponent from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 238 pounds, the ECW Television Champion, Ethan King.
Of course, the hometown advantage that Jackson Rogers has over Ethan King tonight. His friends, his family watching him in this match, looking at the title he never lost on the line. 2 out of 3 falls match. Jackson Rogers, Ethan King. We are on. And immediately trying to go for a DDT on Jackson, but Jackson able to break away. Remember, 2 out of 3 falls match. You need to get 2 falls, whether it be pinfall or submission, on your opponent to walk away the victor. Drop down and look at this skill from Jackson. Not losing a single step. Look at that. Now immediately looking for some weaponry. Barbed wire baseball bat in play, but Ethan able to get out of harm's way, but not that time. Barbed wire meeting the face. Going for the cover, trying to look for a first fall. But a kick out at 1. Seems like he's not done using that barbed wire bat. Goes outside. But look at Ethan King now using it. And now to the back of Jackson's head. And again. And a third time to the back. Showing him he's not phased, but now belly-to-belly suplex. Leg drop from Jackson. Showing everyone he has what it takes, that his injury did not threaten the way he wrestles. And now being thrown around by Jackson. And a DDT on the outside. Now, the stiff right. Straight to the now bleeding skull of Ethan King. And now King, something may have struck. And the stiff left after those strikes. Now, again being thrown across the outside area. Ethan showing that he's no pushover, that he's going to have to try to dig deep to try to defeat one of the longest reigning champions. And now look at this standing Spanish fly out of seamlessly nowhere. Now getting muddled up with all that barbed wire, and now Ethan's in possession of the bat, but Jackson stops him, sends him into the ring. And now Jackson's in possession of the bat. Try to go for it, but the crossbody stops him from getting the connection. And now Ethan King. Now with the stomps on the back to the Outlaw. Ethan King very much doing whatever he can to retain the title. But still no pins or submissions yet. Nasty headbutt. Goes for the cover. But a kick out at 1. But now, after that strike, Jackson getting some red on him. And now, into the ropes, drop down, leapfrog, and a hip toss. Well executed as now he'll grab into his feet. DDT! Goes for the cover to make it 1-0, but a kick out at 1. And again, using that barbed wire bat on full display, straight to the bleeding skull of Ethan King. You can definitely tell the anger that Jackson has for Ethan after this point. Stern buckle snake eyes. Goes for the cover to make it 1. But a kick out. Back to his feet now. Able to roll out of harm's way. And now another DDT center of the ring. Jackson keeps going back to that barbed wire bat, but now being used against him once more. Now, headbutt to the back of the skull. These two are relentless. And more strikes from Ethan King. Now, going up, and now, super kick from the rollout. And that's the first fall, but a kick out before that could happen. And now roll up pin from Jackson. Roll up pin. But a kick out at 2. Not enough to get a pin. But now look at this. Final statement. And that's the first. But how the hell is Jackson still able to kick out? Jackson may be on a league of his own right now. But face first into the canvas. Now reversing with some stiff rights of his own. Now hitting that Achilles heel and going back to the barbed wire bat to the legs of Ethan King. Showing how hardcore he can really be. Former hardcore champion, of course, to the back of the head. Non-stop with the bat. And try to go for it one more time, but now Ethan. Some strikes of his own as now the fans going crazy back of the skull of Jackson. And now with the barbed wire bat of his own. Goes for the cover on Jackson. But a kick at it too. Ethan is beside himself. Jackson not giving up and now gets thrown into the ropes, met with a knee. And met with another knee on the other side, and now answers with a Russian leg sweep. Trying to tell Jackson just to stay down. Stiff right. Now, Jackson reversal. What's Jackson gonna do? Jackson has Ethan up! 1 in the chamber! Goes for the cover to get the first pinfall of the match, and he has! Jackson has 1 fall. He just needs 1 more to win the title. And of course, back with that barbed wire bat. Can't seem to get rid of it. Seeming to try to juke Ethan out, but it doesn't work. Crossbody sends Jackson down. And now, using the very move that the Australians know, but his leader Liam Rogers taught him, bending like a pretzel. And then answering with the double knees. Now, Jackson needs to try to get one more pin to win this match. What the hell? Another barbed wire bat to the back of the skull of Jackson. But look at this. Look at this suplex off the headbutt. And now the barbed wire once again connecting on more ways than one. Straight on to Ethan King. Trying to share the pain that Ethan has brought for so many members of the ECW roster over this last hell of a TV title reign. Tries to go for one more strike. Now Ethan getting up to his... And look at this, and the super kick! Now, again with the barbed wire, blood being splattered everywhere. Now Jackson trying to get back into the ring, trying to get to where this all needs to finish. But now, Ethan trying to possibly go to finish it. And he gets a spinning neck breaker. Middle rope. Calling for Jackson to get to his feet. And he tries to go, and a DDT moonsault combination. And the cover to Jackson. And now the next fall wins the title. Anyone getting deja vu of the match that Ethan had with Nakamura? The same thing applies. The next pinfall or submission wins. And now the kendo stick being brought into play. Straight on to Jackson. Again, blood gushing everywhere in the ring, on the outside. Everywhere you can think of, and now clothesline from Jackson. And now trying to possibly go for that headbutt, but Ethan was able to catch him. Bounces his skull off of the announce desk. Now trying to get that chip damage into that leg. Now, off of the American announce desk. What could Ethan be trying to do? But not enough time, because look at that, the headbutt and suplex combination. Jackson, light tube straight to the face of Ethan King. Thrown back into the ring. Now's a better time than any. The lifeless corpse of Ethan King. Jackson Rogers looking for it for one more time. Trying to go for one of the chamber, but Ethan able to catch him. But now Jackson reversing the momentum. And now, getting it up. Wait a second. Final statement. Ethan's own move against him to win the title that he never lost. And he does it. He does it. Jackson Rogers wins back the title.
And new ECW television champion, the Outlaw Jackson Rogers.
Covered in blood, he ends Ethan King's reign and wins back his title. What a match! Now we head to our main event. Here we go.
Contest is an Extreme Rules match and is for the ECW Championship.
Of course, it was up to Jai Phillips to decide whether he was going to get Night 2 or Night 1's main event. We're still unsure of Jai Phillips' condition after what happened at One Night Stand. But look at what Kenny's come up with! A throwback! A reference! Wrestle Kingdom 11! The Terminator has risen once again! The cleanup! Phillips. Phillips winning the chance to choose what main event he would be. Again, we do not know the state of his condition. 2 flaming tables and the move that took him out of action for so long. We do not know his condition. But his ruling was in place. Night 1 was Kenny's match. But now, Kenny must take on the very man that stole Bullet Club from underneath him. And oh, look at what we have here! Liam Rogers showing the side of him that he keeps hidden. The Joker of ECW clinging to his championship. Not wanting anything to happen to it. Inspired by Heath Ledger's Joker. Liam is on another level, being booed by his hometown, his home country, his home city. After what he did to Jai Phillips, I can understand. The Terminator versus the Joker. What a match. And that is what it's all about, the ECW Championship, as we go down to the ring for the calls.
Introducing the challenger from North Carolina, weighing in at 218 pounds, Kenny Omega. And his opponent from Sydney, Australia, weighing in at 235 pounds, the ECW champion, Liam Rogers.
Both of these two men having their history. Of course, previously mentioned Liam taking Bullet Club from underneath him, relegating him to being nothing. Kenny winning the Rumble, finally getting a chance at the title he lost to CM Punk, and getting revenge on the man that took everything else. Our main event for Night 1, Kenny Omega, Liam Rogers. We're off! Liam Rogers immediately clothesline, sending Kenny down. Bringing him up and then slamming his back into the turnbuckle and throwing him across the ring. And now Senton Of course, we know what Liam is capable of after we saw what he did at One Night Stand. Going for a cover already on him, and now we're going to kick out at 2. Kenny may have gotten the wind taken out of him from all of these fast moves, but it seems not. Hurricane Runner from Kenny. Remember that the winner's supposedly meant to go on to night 2 to face Jai Phillips. But again, we're not sure on his condition. We're not even sure there's going to be a match at night 2 for the title. Elbow strike to the chest of Rogers. And now messing with him, but at this point you can't blame him. And now Rogers able to get out of harm's way. I guess thrown around that area. Is thrown back into the ring by Rogers. Getting that steel chair in hand. Kenny's able to stop him. Throws him into the turnbuckle. But gets reversed on by Rogers. Rogers trying to go for a springboard. Gets reversed on by Kenny. Both of these men going shot for shot right now. Knee straight into the back. Goes for the cover on the champion. But even not nowhere near enough. Springboard forearm well executed by Omega. Of course, Wrestle Kingdom 11 when this suit took form. Kenny Omega facing Kazuchika Okada for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. One of the best wrestling matches in some people would say ever. So we see that well-executed German suplex. Rogers able to reverse, getting some breathing room. Try to go for a clothesline from hell, but Kenny not completely up at the right angle. Gets thrown into the ropes. Reversing his momentum. Drop down, gets sent onto the apron. Reversing his momentum once more, going back inside the ring. Kenny now getting reversed into the corner. And a clothesline sends him down. Now, reversal from Omega. Now springboard forearm once again connecting. And now clothesline from hell out of nowhere. Rogers not satisfied with the pain that is already caused. Trash can now in play. And now hoisting him up, trying to go for something there, but Kenny's able to catch him with some rights. Again, springboard forearm. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And now, straight on the corpse of Liam Rogers, trying to get back to his feet now. Hoisted up by Omega. But gets reversed into the corner. Taunting Omega. Showing him what he's capable of the second he gets out of that corner. And now, possibly throwing the chair into the face of Omega. And now, throwing that garbage can into his face as well. Now goes for the cover. Off of those 2 shots with the equipment. And that is it.
Here is your winner, and still ECW champion, Liam Rogers.
Liam Rogers. Shot after shot to the skull of Omega was enough to put it out for good. Rogers is still your champion, but we're not sure about night 2 just yet. And wait a second. Wait a second. What the? Oh my God! Joy Phillips! The chosen one! Rogers in shock! Phillips seems to be ready for Night 2's main event! The chosen one versus the real deal heel! We're looking at our Night 2 main event! The People's Chosen One, bandaged up as you can see, versus a man who thinks he has everything. Liam leaving the ring, he's done his job for tonight. That has been Mania Night 1. Thank you so much for tuning in. We will see you for Night 2, 2 days time. I have been Scott Silver, and I'll see you when I see you. Take care.